Ah, the Sandman. The European folklore that is both charming and terrifying depending on which depiction you read about. Created in the 18th century, the Sandman is a mystical figure that comes down every night and sprinkles sand into your eyes to help you sleep. However, if you were one of the naughty children who wouldn't sleep, he would rip your eyes out and feed them to his children. Sign me up for a dose of that insomnia. Rub that sand right in. Yeah, that's the stuff. I swear happy endings are a 20th century idea, because when you look at all the old stories you saw the happy endings for in Disney, especially the grim tales, they have the darkest sense of imagination. If you weren't dying at the age of 12 from hunger and disease, you were being scared by these stories. Europe just never took a moment to go, why don't we just start freaking everyone out for a second and, be happy for a change? Is that kind of like a difficulty we can't do? Despite this, the wonderful whimsical nature of the story inspired many people to make different interpretations over the years, both in book forms and both in film and TV. You got good ones, the not so good ones, and the ones that are irrelevant to the character, but I just chose because they said Sandman in the name. Don't worry, Sandman, Spider-Man 3 was a mistake. Your day will come. And then in 1991, with the help of Cosgrove Hall, animator Paul Berry, who strikingly resembles Tim Burton in some aspects when he was younger, produced a beautifully stylistic short film called The Sandman, which screams influences from German Expressionism, Tim Burton himself, considering the guy worked on Nightmare Before Christmas as well, and the literal screams of the children who watch this. So what exactly happens in the film? Well, let's find out and enter The Sandman. I had every opportunity to use an Enter the Sandman joke, and I wasted it in that instant moment. So after we are given this ominous opening of a Game of Thrones inspired nest, we get this freaky Nightmare on Elm Street title sequence, which not only hints at what is to come, but has made reference to another series of films which prevented me from sleeping in the past. So a good start, I guess, to the horror train. Cutting to a small village, we are introduced to a mother and son chillaxing by the fire. Well, the mother is trying to chillax while this kid goes to town with this drum kit. Maybe you should slow down a bit there, Lars. Your mum's looking like she's going to kill you from all that hardcore playing you're doing. She's practically stabbing that needle into the pad she's trying to keep it together. But then suddenly the bell chimes and the boy is suddenly one poo lighter as he looks on in terror, while his mother instantly sees this as an opportunity to get rid of him, because there doesn't seem to be any other reason when you look at how she does it. Right, I'm sick of your get out my face. I've got a date with Game of Thrones and I ain't missing another favourite character being murdered pointlessly for no one. Mama's got a date with Jon Snow. Get out. She didn't even give it a second thought. Just like, well, that's the time. Off and I don't care. It's amazingly quick. But what is better is what comes after it. As the boy walks up the stairs to his bedroom, we are treated to these amazing set design pieces of these disproportionate hallways and steep crumbling stairways, showing the perilous journey from a child's point of view. It's truly macabre and demented. Although if you're looking at it from a realistic point of view, it's like that house of TARDIS that this kid is going to his bedroom. But regardless, it's still pretty. After a long sequence of filling up our paranoia bar, the boy finally makes it to his bed and goes to sleep. Or so we think. Oh. Okay, maybe he has. Is that it? Would have thought the Sandman was going to pop out or something. And, do all his magical stuff. But no. I guess I was wrong! Oh my god, it's Jimmy Savile back from the dead. Quick! Hide your children! Everyone run! He'll kill us all! Actually, no, it isn't Jimmy Savile. It's the Sandman, whose face appears and disappears in the crescent moon, leaving a shocked boy wondering what to do next. But then, like a creeper in the night, the Sandman appears! It's accompanied by some really, really creepy music as he... trolls the boy. Wait, what? What a... The boy is actually trying to sleep, thus making his job technically easier, and he's freaking it out by not only slamming a door, but proper going at every creaky step that is in that stairway of terror. And it gets better, he actually begins hunting for him like a vulture stalking its prey. And no, those sounds you're hearing aren't coincidental. When the Sandman pulls his arms back like a bird's wing, it makes that noise. It's freaky as shit. But once again, this is an amazing design feature of the character. Not only does it resemble a crescent moon facially, but he's designed to be part man, part bird, to further emphasize him being a sort of owl-vulture combination, watching you with his eyes and stalking you in the night. But as he grows closer to the boy's door, we think it's all over for him. The boy is cowering in fear under his covers. The doorknob begins to turn, and it's actually the boy's mother, who's probably heard his panic fits from downstairs and had to sort him out. Now what's going on here? You lucky the adverts are on, I'll be taking my belt to you. Look here, gas lanterns don't come cheap, you know, and I'll sleep before I give you something to cry about. Look, I know the mother isn't probably doing that. I'm sure she's a nice lady. But have you seen those Dan Brown tricks she can do? Sleep. Oh no, here comes trouble. God, he's so freaky. Just look at how he contemplates what he's going to do next. And those fingers. Ew. But this is by far the greatest dick move in cinema history. The Sandman spends the next few moments trying his hardest to get the boy to wake up. The exact opposite of the Sandman's job. What a troll. You couldn't get him when he was awake, so now you're deliberately trying to get him to wake up. You're like the corrupt cop of the fantasy world. Next you'll be showing me the Tooth Fairy hitting kids' teeth out on purpose. Oh no, this is so unfair. Leave the kid alone, he's asleep. Don't do what I think you're gonna do. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Pocket sand.
Holy fuck, what the Sandman? You had zero right to do that. 1 star on Yelp. Do not use this service. Our lives matter. Why couldn't you have gone for the mother? She was awake still. You had a much better option. She looked like she could have done without them. That kid had a life. But no, you woke him, blinded him, and then ripped his eyes out. I call on you. And for what? Just so your freaky sand babies could have some eyeball supper. Foul. Red card P45. And that is how the film ends. With a now blinded child walking aimlessly in the dark, only to join the mass population of blinded children from the other troll sequences this kid has done. And that was the Sandman. Did you enjoy it? I certainly did. Although this isn't very scary in comparison to many animated films, I feel the sheer build-up of tension really creates a brilliant atmosphere that would terrify any child. The music, the lighting, set designs, and even character designs of the Sandman really chimed an edgy horror feel to the whole thing, and that sudden abrupt end where you think the child is safe, only to realise that the Sandman doesn't play by the same rules as we do, is what really shocked me at the end when I first watched it. But of course, as I said, this is the tamest film in the list of ones I've chosen to review, so be sure to tune into the next one for the very creepy... I have no idea how to describe it really, it's just creepy. So be sure to tune in for Cornucopia by Paul Cavello in the next video. But in the meantime, I've been Nick Starwind and I think I've got some work to do. Surprisingly, this is the exact same person who worked on many Tim Burton films, such as Nightmare Before Christmas, and I can't remember the other one.